All right, guys, so I cut this bolt short, and I'm going to install that. And, we'll see what we got. Let's see, got my ratchet here. I think this should get us right where we need to be without bottoming out on that stud that was in there. Yeah, it feels good. Perfect. So now I made my trip to Home Depot and I scored this 45-degree elbow, a 1-inch ENT conduit connector, which is what the old one had on it. If you can look at this, there's a little nut that goes before the bend so that you can get the bend to go the right direction, right? And I got this little piece of galvanized pipe which we'll put in there and cut to the appropriate length. So let's see if we can get this ENT connector on there first. Let me see, it looks like it goes this way. So we'll see if we can screw this on. Doesn't thread very well. It feels like it's jumped the thread somewhere. Damn, I'll try it again. I'll turn it with some pliers. And then after that, we'll screw this on. Right. Now we got the pipe in there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my old muffler, hold it up right next to this, and just take this Sharpie down here and kind of draw a line where we got to cut it. Let's say it's right there. And then to try to get this square, I'll measure this. It's about 2 3/4 inches. Make a line down here at 2 3/4. And we'll try to make this a square cut. All right. So I'm going to use this cutoff wheel and try to cut this sucker off. All right, so now let's see if I can peel this label off before I start this thing. Let burning labels, I'm sure. It'll burn off within a few minutes probably. Anyways, let's see if we can start this thing today. I looked at the fuel pump area and I don't see any evidence of gas leaking out of it, but it might be dry. I'm going to hit the primer a couple times here and see what happens. I don't see any gas coming out of that fuel pump yet, so let's see what happens today. Now that we got the manifold tightened up, yeah, it's going to run. Starving out for gas, so I don't know if it's the fuel pump or if the float's the problem, but yeah, this thing's gonna be mint. It's gonna be mint, guys. I'll try backing out this needle on here a hair. I have a feeling it's a fuel pump related issue. Sweet. Yeah, so I definitely have some issue here with the fuel delivery. It's on about 3/4 choke and it won't run at high throttle. So I don't know if I have a fuel pump issue or a float issue. But what I should do is disconnect this fuel line and crank the motor and see if it's squirting gas out. I have a feeling that the fuel pump is my issue here. As we noted yesterday, it was leaking gas. And it does look dry here today, but I have a feeling it's not living up to its end of the deal here. Otherwise, the only other thing I think of is letting the float down a hair on the carb so that the bowl gets more fuel in it. So for now, we'll call this a done deal for purposes of our valve adjustment and exhaust and manifold issues, and we'll report back another day.